Hello, welcome back. Let's test my audio here. It's gonna be some more Super Hexagon. Super Hexagon. I think the audio sounds okay. One more test. Is this okay? I like it. Good enough. Let me just see the audio here.
Begin. Game over.
It's a little loud, but oh well, I'm probably not gonna play this game super long. I mean, unless I do. I always say that, and then I get addicted to it because it's really fun. It's really fun. Um,
Begin.
yeah, so I beat every level. Got 68 seconds on the hexagon or hyper mode. The names of the levels are so funny. Now you have hyper hexagonist. But this one's hard. This one's really challenging. It's a major jump at the difficulty. I felt like these two weren't all that much harder than this one. Like this was a big jump from the first two, but then these two were just like a little bit trickier. And then this one's another big jump. But I'm kind of getting it. There's one pattern in particular that's a nightmare.
Game over. Begin.
But yeah, I mean, it's gonna take me a little bit here to get calibrated again.
Game
That
over.
is it. That one. No, that one's fine. This one, that pattern in particular, it's nuts. I figured out how to do it, but it feels almost unreadable. So you just kind of have to know what to do and execute it.
Game over.
Like I figured you have to go. It's kind of confusing, but it's like you go like a little bit right and then a little bit left, and you can make it out alive. But it's tricky.
Game over.
Yeah, it's just gonna take me a bit to even calibrate here.
Game over.
And my instincts are not there yet where that move is muscle memory.
Game over.
The rest of them, I don't feel too bad about, honestly. I mean, it's fast. It's just really fast. I feel like I can handle this. And this is okay. That one's fine. It's just that one. It's a nightmare. It feels like death when it approaches. But I figured it out. I was playing it the other day, and I got it kind of, not consistent, but like I figured out a way for it to be consistent. It's just challenging to execute.
Game over. Game over. Begin.
I turned a little bit down. There we go. It's a nice volume. This game is loud. I have my headphones on the lowest number right now. This is maybe a little quiet, but since I'm talking aloud, it's okay for now. It's really good music though. I enjoy this. It makes you feel so in the zone. Aww. But I don't know. Like in the past, I've kind of been trying to beat a level each time I play this game, but this level's pretty hard. So I think I could do it though. I feel like it's possible, but if it doesn't happen tonight, that's okay. Because I do wish to play some Morrowind. There we go. I did it. Nice. Oh, hey, new record. It's kind of cooking there.
Game over. Game over.
Game over.
Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin.
Nice.
Game over. Begin.
So easy to confuse though, it's just so fast. I think I often will mix up one pattern for a different one. Because there are some that just kind of end up looking. Like the fast patterns look kind of similar to each other sometimes.
Game over. Begin.
It's really fun though.
Game
Oh,
over.
damn.
Begin.
I just, you just not be afraid. Fear is the mind killer. You got full confidence in your abilities to dodge the patterns, if you will. Except I don't have full confidence in my abilities to dodge that one yet. The instincts just are not there. I keep like going left, and you're toast if you go left first. I don't even understand why it works. I was just like messing around with it. I think it's like I try to do 2 right and then 3 left or something, but it's kind of inconsistent. I don't know. I guess the duration. Yeah, and it just sneaks up on you, that pattern sometimes. You're like, oh, well, it's the death pattern. I didn't recognize it soon enough. Ah, wrong way. It makes me feel too, because when your arrow's on the bottom, going right in a way could be like, I'm going to go right by going up this way, but wait, that doesn't make sense. Oh, it does, yeah, like you tap left, but when you're on the bottom, when the arrow's in the bottom, like left brings you right. So I need not think direction, I just need to think like the keys themselves. Like tap the right key twice. Oh. Oh man. See, I want to go right, but it's not right. I just need to tap the right key. Whoa, okay. I was just pressing random buttons there. Happened to luck through that. I'll get it. It's just gonna take me time to ingrain the correct. Wrong way. The correct movements into my fingers. Which should happen. And as each one playing this game, I might just have to shut up for a little bit. Focus. Which makes this maybe not the best game to stream, but oh well, it's okay, I don't care. Just enjoy the mesmerizing hexagon. There we go, that's how you do it. Double tap right, and then it's like 2 big left taps, 1 little left tap. That's how you eke through that one. Oh, shoot. Yeah, it's just when it sneaks up on you. That's when it's because it's fast. Just to come at you, and then if you're already making the wrong move. Oh, fuck. Like, I find it especially difficult too when it chains like another pattern into one of these. Like that was fine, more fine because it just came out of the normal patterns. But if you're like already in a weird pattern and then that one comes out, it's like, whoa. Yeah, I mean, I kind of did it there almost, but that's no fun. It is fun, it's just mean.
Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin.
Spin to win. There we go. Clean.
Line. Game
Oh,
over. Begin.
not bad. That was a good one.
Game over. Begin. 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 Line.
Nice.
Game
Oh,
over. Begin.
close. Okay.
Game over. Begin.
It's really cool when you're, I don't know, you start to do well in this final level. It's just so fast. It's like,
Line.
really do feel like the instincts just kind of take over.
Game
Oh,
over. Begin.
okay, I'm getting too aggressive with the left tabs, I think. It's just two normal size left tabs with just a teeny little itty bitty
Game over. Begin.
left tab at the end.
Game over. Begin.
Nice.
Game
Ah.
over. Begin.
Sometimes I feel like I have to do more than just, like that time I felt like I needed to do 4 left tabs.
Game
I know
over.
it's just the duration of the tap that's changing the difference, I think.
Game over. Begin.
I don't feel like I'm very consistent with my tap
Game
durations.
over. Begin.
Because I think when I first saw this game, I thought it would just snap.
Game
Like it would
over.
snap you to a side, like you could just tap the button, but it's, no, you have fluid control over the arrow, which is interesting. Like I feel like the game would also work if it just snapped. I don't know, it might not feel as smooth though. And I think it would be easier. It takes more precision
Game
actually
over.
managing your distances,
Game
managing your
over.
tap lengths. I guess it's the same as, well, not the same, but it reminds me a little bit of Jump King in that sense, where you have to like get used to just how long. Not that I played very much Jump King, that's a hard game. Maybe someday I'll try to beat Jump King, but I don't know, it's gonna be a far off day, I think. That's similar, where it's just you have to kind of predict. You just have to get in the habit of like knowing how long to press the button. Ah, shit.
Game over. Begin.
Ba, 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 ba.
Game over. Begin. Game
Oh,
over.
okay,
Begin.
okay.
Game over. Begin. Line. Game
Damn.
over. Begin.
Got a little confused there, that's okay.
Game over. Begin.
Ba, ba, ba.
Game over. Begin.
Nice.
Line.
wrong way. You do move really fast. I feel like sometimes you can kind of get away with going the wrong way in this mode, but just because your arrow moves so fast.
Game over.
Yeah, maybe not any more than the other levels. I think it's the one boon is that you do get to move very quickly.
Game over.
Evened out by just the insane pace of everything else. Ah.
Game over.
You still gotta be direct though, you can't really flop around. No dilly-dallying. No meandering, no moseying, you just gotta go. Confidence. Deliberateness.
Game over.
Ow. Ow, that hurts so bad in real life. Whee! Oh, shoot. My right taps weren't long enough, I think. Man, sometimes that one just catches you off guard. It's like, well, not much to do about it. Damn. I think it's, I know to do it, but I see it and I still panic. I'm not quite. Just need to be calm and make the correct presses. Those are Gudnick glows. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Okay.
Game over. Game over.
Nice. Oh, 3 in a row. Oh, damn, I went left. That was great though. I got 3 of them in a row. Wow. I think I can do it. Man, when I first saw this level, I was like, this feels impossible. But when you start like getting up to its speed, it doesn't feel impossible, really. I think the previous levels kind of prepare you for it though. They work you up to it. Like even though it's a big jump, you've already shown you can like make the big jump. So it just feels doable. I don't know. I like this game a lot. I might get Open Hexagon, like the I almost call it like the Geometry Dash version of this, where it's like there's a bunch of user levels with just way more variety. It kind of just goes nuts with the idea. I mean, I don't know how much I'd play it, but it is fun. It's really fun. Spinning on a hexagon. Whoa. Damn. Nah. Gotta really be ready for that one.
Game over. Game over.
Ugh.
over. Begin. Game
And yeah,
over.
that one
Begin.
pattern is like, it's so much of the difficulty of this final level, I feel like.
Line.
It's okay. Figuring it out.
Line.
Like that.
Game over. Begin.
Wrong way.
Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Line. Game over. Begin. Game
Whoops.
over. Begin. Line. Game
Ah.
over. Begin.
Just hurling them at you. Unstoppable.
Line. Triangle. Square.
Wow,
Game
shoot.
over.
That was good. That was excellent. That pattern I died on, I'm totally chill with it. It doesn't show up very often, so I just got thrown off.
Line. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin.
Apparently hurling is like the historic
Game
sport of
over.
Ireland. You hurl a ball, chase after it or something. Don't quite understand how it works, but I
Line.
learned about it today. It seems like a funny sport. Very dangerous because it's
Triangle.
hurling a
Game over.
1 pound like cannonball across a field. Could be a lot of hurling related injuries, but I guess it's
Line. Game over. Begin.
sport related injuries. Don't feel too un-Irish.
Line. Triangle. Game
Oh,
over.
shoot.
Begin.
The muscle memory is starting to get there for that pattern, the tricky pattern.
Game over.
Definitely
Begin.
it's starting to happen.
Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Line. Game
Ah.
over. Begin. Line. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin.
I think for the key, you have to pause. 2 rights, and then a brief pause, and then you go left.
Game over. Begin. Game
Ah.
over. Begin. Game over. Begin.
Not that. Whatever that was, never do that again.
Game over. Begin.
Never do that again.
Game over. Begin.
Game's never over. It's the secret.
Line.
Whoa.
Game
Oh my god.
over. Begin.
I got boggled. I got boggled there.
Game over. Begin. Line. Triangle.
Ah,
Game
shoot.
over. Begin.
Sometimes when I see that pattern, I just think it's a normal, like,
Game over. Begin.
just a hexagon pattern coming in to get you. And that's why and then I move into the
Game
zone.
over. Begin.
He's Twicky.
Line. Game
Shoot.
over. Begin.
Overshadowed.
Game over. Begin. Line. Game
Ah.
over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Line. Game over. Begin.
Wasn't ready for that one.
Line. Triangle. Game
Damn.
over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin.
Now you kind of have to go straight through the first pass and then move right. The tricky attack.
Game over. Begin.
Like that.
Line. Game
Damn.
over. Begin. Line. Game
Oh,
over.
yeah, you gotta line yourself up right there. Right there. Okay.
Game over. Begin.
Triangle, triangle. Still convinced this is the triangle proving itself against the hexagon that it's the greater shape. I think they're both mighty shapes, undeniably. I mean, look at their power. Like the hexagon's power to attack and the triangle's power to
Begin.
avoid. Or am I the triangle? Or is the triangle just the fence we made along the way?
Again.
Or maybe it's some sort of like courtship between the triangle and the hexagon. The triangle has to prove itself to the hexagon at the end, like they'll join together,
Fine.
become a
Game over. Again.
shape, a
Game
super
over.
shape greater than each other.
Game over. Again.
It is Valentine's Day, that'd be appropriate.
Fine. Game over.
Damn,
Again.
that was good. That was going so well. Nice.
Fine. Triangle. Square. Excellent. Pentagon. Game
Oh,
over.
damn, that was so good. Oh, that's such a long minute. Oh my god. It's a really long minute. I felt like I was at that for ages.
Line. Game over.
Damn.
Again.
You have to be so focused. Wow.
Game over.
It's really cool though to like get deep in it like that.
Game over. Again.
Damn. Okay, well that's good. Okay. I mean, it's possible.
Game over. Again. Game over. Again.
Okay. Back in the zone.
Game over. Again. Game over. Again. Fine. Game over. Again. Fine. Triangle. Game over.
Shoot, I was just waiting for it. The pattern wasn't showing up. I was like, oh, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, and then it screwed me. I was afraid of it. Fear,
Line.
fearful pattern.
Game over. Again.
It'll get you.
Game over.
Yeah.
Again.
Shoot. Just sometimes at certain angles, it just feels so undefeatable. You just have to
Game over.
stick with what you know.
Game over.
Look it in the eye and take down with confidence.
Game over. Again. Line. Game
Aw.
over. Again.
It's so mean when you come out of the other end spiral like, against the opposite wall of the exit.
Game over. Again.
So mean. It's okay though.
Line. Game over. Again.
Gotta be looking ahead. Even in the spiral.
Game
Oh,
Game
man.
over.
Yeah.
Begin.
Right into that one. Okay.
Game over. Begin.
Whoa, I started getting a little confused there. When I first started playing this game, like, I would get so confused, like, the way I looked at it. That doesn't happen anymore. I feel like I've figured out how to look at it.
Game
I'm used to
over.
the
Begin.
visuals. But it does take time to get used to the visuals. Like, starting this game feels really weird to look at.
Line. Triangle.
Oh, man. That was
Over.
terrible.
Begin.
The ending. The rest of it was good.
Game over. Begin.
Take the route of most resistance.
Line. Triangle. Game
Damn.
over. Begin.
God damn it. Yeah, the pause. That's what's key. The pause.
Line.
Shoot.
Over. Begin.
Be ready for it at all times.
Game over.
I think the issue is that you have to be initially facing one of the gaps, so that you have to dodge the beginning and then execute the weird maneuver that. And it's not like all the other attacks. I feel like I'm kind of registering what I'm doing. That one, I'm just kind of like going into. I'm just pushing the buttons when I think I should push them. Because it comes so fast. It's really hard to read. Even though that one's fast, that one's just you just tap,
Game over. Begin.
like evenly tap, and it's kind of you can see it happening. Even though it's also a fast version. This one you just hold down the button.
Line.
But it's good that they have that challenging pattern for the last level.
Game
Yeah.
over. Begin.
You gotta step it up somehow.
Line.
At the end, I can kind of see what I'm doing when I'm doing the final, like, left dodges.
Triangle.
Shoot.
Game over. Begin.
Yeah, the spiral, always be looking at where the spiral's ending. Sometimes just gotta be ready to keep going.
Line.
Damn.
Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin.
Spin to win. Spin to win.
Line. Game over. Begin.
Nice. Oh, wrong way.
Over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Line.
Give me more of that pattern. I love that pattern. That's so fun. It's not common in this mode, though. Which can make it kind of scary, because it just kind of jump at you. Shoot, I got confused. The confusion. Struck by the confusion debuff. It happens.
Line. Game over. Begin. Line. Game over. Begin.
Doom. The Doom.
Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Line. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Game over.
Okay,
Begin.
okay.
Game over. Begin.
I get it. Game over.
Game over. Begin.
Okay. Not out of steam yet here.
Line. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Line. Triangle. Square. Game
Oh,
over. Begin.
damn. I blinked and then I was lost.
Game over. Begin.
Never blink. Play Super Hexagon. Burn your eyes out.
Over.
It's worth it. Blink in between rounds. Or when you're chilling, like in the spiral or something.
Line.
Even then,
Over.
maybe not. I don't know. Just take a really quick blink. You can't really blink. I'm trying to do it like just to test if blinking is okay, and because it kind of resets what you're looking at.
Game over. Begin.
Don't blink. The Weeping Angel hexagons will get you.
Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Line. Game
Damn.
over. Begin.
I don't know what happened there. I felt like I was doing it correctly, but I think I was just not lined up. That was weird because there was two of them in a
Game
row,
over. Begin.
which is mean,
Game
but
over.
can happen.
Begin.
Gotta be ready for it. No,
Game
not that
over.
way.
Begin.
Broad gaze to broaden the gaze. Super Hexagon.
Game over. Begin.
Big picture.
Game over. Begin.
Oh
Game
boy, that was
over.
terrible.
Begin. Game over. Begin. Line. Game over. Begin.
She X McX. Really though, my record's 48 seconds. That's only 12 seconds more. I could do that. Oh, not far enough. The doom comes once again. That's what I'm gonna call that attack. Doom. They're just giving it more power by calling it that. No. It is the doom because it is a hard attack, but it does not mean the doom is undefeatable. Like so. Yeah, even though I died 2 in a row, that was a good dealing with the doom. Okay. Not 2 in a row that time. Not left. Don't go left. Left path will not lead you out of doom. No, I went left. Ugh, it's when you're on the bottom, it looks like you're going right. But no, you need to tap the red key. I totally would have had it too. I was doing like the correct taps, just wrong key. Correct tap lengths. Spiraled out there. It's okay. Don't hurt to spiral out here and there. That attack, sometimes I die there. I'm annoyed by it because I feel like I know that attack pattern really well now. No reason to die, but it's okay. Whoops. Oopsie Fuck, man. Fuck. This is some spiraling crazy shit, man. Hexagon, that's my favorite shape. Hexagon don't get enough respect. I'd even say hexagon is a super shape. A super hexagon. To enjoy my ravings. Burbling and blithering. A lunatic. It's good to burble and blather sometimes, though, I think. You can only do enough of it. Oh. I don't know if Blither Blather is gonna beat this level. Yappity yap. No, focus. Enter the void. That's what will beat this level. Okay, the flame in the void. That's what I'm gonna focus on. Okay, I got psyched out. I thought I was pressing the wrong button. I was pressing the right key, the correct button. There we go.
Line. Triangle.
No,
Game
damn,
over.
wrong way.
Begin. Game over. Begin. Line. Game over. Begin. Line. Game over. Begin. Game
Oh,
over.
man.
Begin.
Nope. Not that one. This one.
Game
No.
over. Begin.
Almost that one.
Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Line. Game
Damn.
over. Begin.
Just make me spin.
Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Line. Game
No.
over. Begin.
Oh, it's so mean when the spiral spits you out at the back end.
Game over. Begin.
Really gotta watch.
Game over. Begin.
There's a chance I'm burning out here, but if so, that's okay. I'll do it another day. But I feel like I'm also close. Like if I can get a couple more good runs in here.
Line.
Even just one good run. Like I feel like I do have the patterns down now. It's just a matter of execution.
Triangle.
Yeah,
Game
shoot.
over. Begin.
Shoot.
Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Line. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin.
Yeah, indecision will get you for sure.
Game over. Begin.
Not always. You can kind of sometimes save it with indecision, but it do get you.
Line. Triangle. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin.
Aw, close.
Game over again. Game over
I think I'm pressing it. I was pressing it 4 times left. I don't need to do that.
Line. Game over again. Line. Game
Aw.
over again. Game over again. Game over again. Game over again. Line. Game
Damn,
over
wrong way.
again. Game over again. Line.
3 in a row.
Line. Game over again.
And we're left hand, left hand.
Game over.
It's not gonna work, but maybe.
Game
No.
over again.
I just don't have the same control. I want my left hand. If I could practice it, I could like train ambidextrousness. It feels kind of silly though.
Line.
Oh, damn.
Over again.
Got confused by that big block. That was really good though. Those some tricky patterns coming at me there.
Game over again.
It's the sustained aspect too. Like it's really.
Game over again.
Gotta sustain the focus.
Line. Game over.
Excuse me.
Again. Line. Game over again. Game over again. Game over again.
Whoa, triple spin.
Line.
Never seen that before.
Game over again.
Into the doom. Triple spin into the doom. Hate to see it.
Game over again. Game over again.
Just need to like, this is everything. The hexagon. There's
Game
nothing
over
else but
again.
this spinning hexagon.
Line. Game over again.
Yeah, sometimes when those patterns spin in, the doom spins in, it looks like the other patterns. That's what I get confused by, I think. So I start to dodge as if I need to dodge just one of these, and then you're toast. Here's Twicky.
Game over again. 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 Line. Game
Oh,
over
shoot.
again. Line. Game over again. 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 Line. Game over again.
Oh, I feel like I'm losing my solution there to that
Game over
hard
again.
pattern. Maybe it's I'm burning out. That's okay.
Game over again. Game over again. Line. Game
Oh,
over
not that
again.
way. You can survive a little bit if you go the wrong way. A spiral, but not very long.
Game over again. Line. Game over again. Game over again. Game over again. Game over again. Line. Game over again. Game over again. Line. Game
Oh,
over
shoot.
again.
It's just 3 back to back. Have fun.
Line. Game over again.
I feel like when I go to sleep tonight, I'm gonna have some nightmare involving that pattern.
Line. Game over
Well, I went
again.
left. That kind of worked. Maybe there's other ways to dodge it, but maybe left, left, right, right would work. I don't know. If I find myself accidentally going left into it and surviving, I'll try to save it.
Game
Oh, shoot.
over. Begin. Line. Game over. Begin. Line. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Game over. Again. Game over.
I keep looking at it, but it's easy to go early.
Line. Game over. Again. 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 Line. Game
Oh,
over.
shoot.
Again. Game over. Again. Game over. Again. Game over. Again. Game over. Again. Line. Game over. Again. Line. Game over. Again. Line. Game over. Again. Line. Line. Game over.
That's
Again.
really almost, yeah, that's starting to really get me. You spiral out in the back of a hexagon, you just need to keep going. It's so hard to tell.
Game
Because
over.
sometimes
Again.
if you keep going, you're toast. So you just really have to look ahead.
Game over. Again. Game over. Again. Game over. Again. Game over. Again. Line.
Okay, my second right press is getting a little long. I think that's why I died those 2 times.
Game over. Begin. Line. Game over. Begin. Line. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Line. Game
Damn.
over. Begin.
Game.
Game over. Begin. Line. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Line. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Line. Triangle. Square.
Oh my
Game
god,
over.
damn.
Begin.
It's so long. I felt like that was like 5 minutes. I mean, no, not quite 5
Game
minutes,
over.
but
Begin. Game
I feel like
over.
after you get to like 35 seconds, it starts to just feel really long. It's like, is it over yet? No, you're barely halfway.
Line. Game over. Begin. Game over.
That was
Begin.
good. That was a nice, solid, close attempt. I'll take it.
Line. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Line. Game over. Begin.
Oh, really? Okay.
Line. Game over. Begin. Line. Game over. Begin. Game
Whoa. Speedo stroke.
Line. Game
Damn.
over. Begin.
You know, round and round and round. Tiring out the triangle.
Game over. Begin. Line. Game over. Begin. Line. Line. Game
Oh,
over.
damn.
Begin. Line. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Line. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Line. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Line. Game
Whoa.
over. Begin.
Wasn't quite ready for that.
Line.
He's
Game
a lot of
over.
a lot of spinning. It's like 4 spirals in a row.
Line. Game over. Begin.
Yeah, I might not quite have it in me tonight, but that's okay.
Game over.
Do a
Begin.
few more here. Maybe a one will luck out. Really, it's just fast enough that it's just generally hard.
Game
So like not
over.
making a
Begin.
mistake is, even without the hard pattern, it's still hard. But I'm definitely getting better.
Line. Game
Oh shoot.
over. Begin.
Just if it just catches you even a moment off guard, it's like you're toast.
Game over. Begin.
It's very fun.
Game over. Begin.
Even if you're dying a lot. So every time you die, it's like, you know, I know exactly why I died.
Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Line. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Line. Game
Shoot.
over. Begin.
Yeah, just a moment's hesitation on a bad roll will screw you over. The bad rolls happen enough
Line.
often.
Game over. Begin. Line. Game over. Begin. Line. Game over. Begin.
I think often I die because I'm not quite positioned in the right place. Like I should try to position my arrow in the middle
Game
of
over.
the line. The edge can be. Because if you're on the edge, it's just easier to offshoot into
Game over. Begin.
too far, too little.
Line. Game over. Begin. Game over.
What's up, Brooklyn?
Begin. Game
Welcome back.
over. Begin.
I'm spinning out.
Game over. Begin.
I've probably got like 5 more minutes of this game in me, and then I'm gonna play some Morrowind. Yeah, the music's good. It's a jam. Okay, I gotta zone in though.
Game over.
Says I'm on the last level of this game, Super Hexagon. It's brutal.
Line. Triangle. Game over.
Oh, how are you doing, Brooklyn?
Begin.
What's going on?
Line. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Game over. Begin. Game over.
You know, drinking water sounds great. I'm also gonna drink water. 3 gummy bears. That's a very specific number of gummy bears. Why 3? I feel like you could eat 1 gummy bear and just have that, you know, the moment of gummy bear, and then be done. But I feel like if I have 3, I'm gonna want to have like 3 more at least, if not 10 more. Yeah, yeah. I also feel it's a little late, but I am gonna play some Morrowind, even though it's a little late for me. I got a little addicted to this game,
Over. Begin.
spinning around the hexagon. You know, yeah, 3 is
Game over. Begin.
that's fair. Gummy bears they're powerful things.
Game over. Begin.
Okay, maybe after a little water break though. Sometimes, excuse me if I'm being quiet because it's hard to talk and spin. Okay, here we go.
Game over. Begin. Line. Triangle. Game
Ah,
over.
okay. That was a good last round. Made it pretty far. You got to make it to 60 seconds, a full minute to beat the levels. I'm gonna go back to just a briefly an older level. It's gonna feel so slow. Yeah, wow. I feel like I'm in.
Game
Okay,
over.
maybe not that
Begin.
slow, but when I first was playing this game and I got to this level, it felt so hard. But after playing the last one, it's like
Line.
it feels like it's going in like molasses speed or something.
Triangle. Game over.
Okay, that's enough. Hexagon. Not bad. I'll take the progress. I think I got a lot of practice in the last level. Even if I didn't beat it, that's okay. Okay. Turn up the audio bit here for Morrowind. Yeah, I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel the same way. Like games like Morrowind or any sort of game where it's kind of you want to sit down and play it and like spend some time with it, and it takes like thought and effort. So I would say not the game I was just playing. Um, I also kind of have to be in the right mindset for it and have like a chunk of time. Like if I just have a couple hours before work, even though I have 2 hours and I could do stuff, I'm not super inclined to play Morrowind. I don't, just because it's something I want to like sink into and really grapple with, if that makes any sense. So I totally know what you mean. And sometimes you just don't have energy, and it's like I'd rather. No, but I totally agree with the energy thing. Like sometimes I'll just have a busy day or whatever, just be tired, and then not in the mood to do it. Then sometimes I play a game like that where it's just doesn't really take a whole lot of. It takes focus, but maybe that's not the best example. That's a pretty focused, intensive game, but I don't know, or at least a game like that to me, so you can kind of pop in, play it for like 20 minutes, and then be done. I'll adjust the window too. I know always have to switch it for the hexagon, so you get to enjoy zoomed in Morrowind for a minute here. Yeah, my sleep schedule is pretty messed up, but well, not really messed up. I work overnights right now, so well sometimes I work overnights. It's not so bad. I don't mind it actually. Why walk when you can run? So true. Okay, let me fix the window here. Hopefully this won't mess up the game. Doo-ba-doo. Oh heck yeah, that sounds awesome. Yeah, get some burgers. Yeah, I could go for a burger. I just had some. I scrounged up some leftovers. They're pretty good. It was some cheesy Brussels sprout mix, and maybe that doesn't sound good to everyone, but I like that. And some chicken. Just straight chicken, eating meal of champions. It was good though. It was good. It was satisfactory. Oh yeah, so I had an idea. I think that I was looking through my VODs, and I know last session I was searching for what's the called? Yeah, Anasi wants me to find Elvel's Black Blindfold, which I found in like the first like 3 hours I was playing this game when I first went to Ebonheart. I never even streamed that, so it's not on my VODs, but I found the blindfold and I sold it. And I think I sold it in Molegmar, maybe. So I'm hoping if I go to Molegmar, one of the shopkeepers there will have the blindfold and I can complete the quest. I might be wrong though, because I couldn't find the exact moment I sold it, but and if not, oh well. I'm not opposed to just not doing the quest, but I kind of want to because I really like the character Anasi, my friend, my good friend, special friend. Um, so I'm not entirely opposed to using the some prestidigitation, aka the command prompt, to spawn in the item, but I'd rather not do that. So I'm gonna see if I can find it. What's illegal arrest here? I mean, I guess I can just take the Sill Strider. Let me check the audio here quick too. Let me check the audio here quick too. Let me check the audio here quick too. Sorry. Kill the demon. Yeah, feel free to let me know if the game audio is too low. Take me to. I guess Satan. Wasn't there someone in Satan who I also wanted to talk to?
Same low pride.
Oh wait, I think before I do this, I want to go talk to the Ball Malagmer guy, Gentleman Jim Stacy, I believe his name is. He's just right here in the foreign quarter. Because I don't think I got his next quest. No. I did not. Yeah, and I got the Lord's Mail last time too. Look at this armor. It's so cool. It's really good. Heck yeah. They look awesome right now. I really have the steel looks good with the Mask of Klapka's Vial. It's some good armor too. I think they did say it was like the strongest armor in the realm or something. That guard who was interested in it, he tried to steal it for himself. It deserted the Legion, so I killed him. I killed him dead, and I took it for myself. Hell yeah. I want to get the bookshop. I might be on the wrong side. Nope. Friend. Jim Stacy, what's up?
Do you require my service?
I heard you gave the land deed to Indra Rathran. Maybe Vilando Mani will leave her alone now. And the temple courts have been stalled. One of our brothers stole from the wrong man. I need someone to return the blade and Nammer. This is a Nammer. A guild member stole it from Salen Serethi, a noble and generous buoyant armature. The blade was a gift from Vivek himself. We do not want the Thieves Guild to be blamed for this kind of theft. Take this blade and this note, put them in Salen Serethi's chest in the Tower of Dusk in Ghostgate. Ooh, Ghostgate. Hell yeah. Yeah, blow up the bot. I don't know. I get those bots sometimes. I don't really know why they come in, but I guess it's a bot. Bots go everywhere. Welcome back. Oh, I'm also gonna change the category. I realize I'm still playing Super Hexagon apparently. So I just got a blade. One sec.
Well met, friend.
Can I keep that blade? Oh, come on. Let me alt tab. Sometimes Morrowind doesn't want to alt tab out. Look, it's not a big deal. I'm just gonna do it anyway, so I'll be right back. Morrowind. There we go. So I'm supposed to return this blade. What if the blade is awesome? Just steal it. That wouldn't be very Robin Hood of me, I suppose. Hello? Computer. Experiencing technical difficulties. One moment. One moment. Okay, I'm just gonna reset my computer. I'll be back. You'll be back to answer that question in like 2 minutes. Wait. Oh, okay, we're good. We're good. I don't need to restart my computer. Amazing. But have I ever thought about playing Pokemon? I used to play the card game. Like I guess I collected Pokemon cards. That was a lot of fun. I've only the only Pokemon game I've ever played in my entire life was Emerald on an emulator. Just because I've never really had a console besides a PS4, which I basically just played Bloodborne on. Um, but I've heard there are some good Pokemon games out. Yeah, yeah. On Smemulator. What does that mean? But yeah, I did play it on a. I played it on a school Chromebook years ago. It was fun. I quite enjoyed Emerald. I did like. I guess I really like games that have
Well met, friend.
interesting secrets and hidden things. I remember that game had a lot of fun. Like you could find like these hidden legendary Pokemon and stuff. And oh, I guess it is. That's true. I would never do that actually. Excuse me. Yeah, yes, a Smemulator. You know. Of course, of course. That was a hypothetical situation, Twitch. just speculating. Of course, of course. Yeah, only ever on the old OG Game Boy. 25-year-old console. The Sword of the. Oh, I forgot I got that. The Sword of the Imperial Tiger. That's an awesome name for a sword. But I've heard some of the new Pokemon games are pretty cool. Like Arceus sounded interesting. My friend played it, and he made it sound like it was It almost had some elements of like Souls-like combat where you're dodging the attacks of the Pokemon. I don't know what Pokemon games do you really recommend? Also, he told me to pick up this. Did he say where I'm supposed to pick up the sword? Just take the blade and hammer and the note I gave you. Put both of them in Salem Cerethi's tower. Did he give me it? Online trading of like the cards? I haven't played the game itself and like the card game in a long time. I did used to do that, but note to Salem Cerethi. Okay. To the most highly esteemed Sergio Salem Cerethi. A fellow, yeah, Sergio is an honorific, definitely. Oh, the Pokemon. Yeah, okay. What am I saying? Yeah, right. That's cool. Of the Pokemon, because I know of the Pokemon in the games, because I know you can, or is it just like a separate, you collect Pokemon and trade them, kind of? A fellow thief stole from you. While the daring of the act recommends the thief, the target of the theft does not. The blade enamel has been returned to its proper owner with our apologies. Balmalegna. You know, that's some good honor among thieves. I kind of like that, how the Thieves Guild is sort of a useful institution. Here it is. It just looks like all the other glass blades. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I might look it up sometime. I guess I don't know. There's a lot of other games I also want to play, but it does sound kind of cool. Right. I feel like if I played Pokemon, I maybe would just rather play like one of the Pokemon games, I guess. But I know people who do those kind of things, like those. It's called Melon DS. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'll look it up. I'll look it up. It does sound interesting sometime. Do you have a favorite Pokemon? I think mine is Typhlosion. I just think Typhlosion is just, he's so cool. And Cyndaquil is pretty great too. So I got to take this to the Ghost Gate. Yeah. There are so many Pokemon now too. Like I'm familiar with Pokemon up till probably around 2011 or something. That was probably when I kind of lost. I don't know. I just didn't really play Pokemon much anymore. But there's a lot of Pokemon out. I'm like surprised they keep coming up. Yeah, you could like all of them. Could never have a favorite. Do you like? Wait, what about the one that's like an ice cream? I saw that one. I think it's one of the newer. I mean, it's not new, but it was new like 6, 7 years ago or something like that. I remember thinking that one was really funny. Like, what the hell? They came up with like the ice cream cone Pokemon. But I sometimes like the silly kind of dumb Pokemon are kind of charming too. Like I always loved Electrode, just like the ball. Black and White, yeah, yeah. Which I heard those games were really great. Um, but yeah, Electrode, the ball. I thought that was like a really great Pokemon too, even though it's simple. Yeah, Vanillish, yeah. I like it, but it's a little. I don't know. It's like it's an ice cream cone, Vanillish. I don't know. It's funny. It is cute though. It's cool. Okay, I'm gonna make a brief pit stop. Actually, I'm gonna try selling some of this stuff first. Yeah, because I think the merchants will have refreshed their inventory. There were also some good Pokemon movies. Like, oh, there's this one. It featured Lucario. I don't really remember what it was called, but that was a good movie. Or like the one with Deoxys. He's cool. I got a lot of money, $3,000. I'm about to get way more. Okay, I should really start to buy some cool spells and figure out some spell making. Sixth barrier. That seems really good. That's $1,500. Hmm. I want to get sanctuary too at some point. I don't know. Maybe I'll wait a little bit longer because I do. That is shield 50 points. I do already have this dragon skin, which is the same thing. Yeah, I mean, sometime maybe. I don't know. Like I said, I just there's a lot of games I want to play, so I might. I don't know. It probably wouldn't be like soon, just because. I don't know, there's a few games that I guess you could call my backlog of things that I want to play that I haven't yet. Um, that I really want to play. Like there's this game called Blueprints. I think it's super up my alley. It looks really cool. It's like a cryptic puzzle, explore a house and lose your mind in it. I love that kind of stuff. So I'll probably play that. Well, I might play a smaller game in between after I finish Morrowind. I don't know, but also like I don't know. Morrowind's already a big game. But hey, sometime maybe I do. I think it would be fun to play Pokemon. I'm not saying it would never happen. Yeah, you don't mind. Okay. What are you training? Alchemy. Honestly, I think leveling up alchemy could be a good idea. So willpower's at 3, so it should be okay. I should pick 3 stats here. Speed. I think alchemy is intelligence, which would be cool to level ups too. And I'll try to get willpower. Yeah. Mysticism's willpower. I could level up my mysticism. Restoration, maybe. Yeah, let's do alchemy though. Let's get some intelligence. Oh, look at that. Maxed out. Hello? Okay. She really wanted to keep training me there.
Now, where did I put that?
You train an illusion. That was personality, I think she said. No, you don't barter.
A sincere welcome to you. May you be forever.
So restoration would be nice, because that's some willpower. You cannot train a skill above its governing attribute? I think I saw this before. Oh, I see why. I was like wondering that shouldn't happen. That's because I'm hella dehydrated. Oh, that's cool. Okay, you can stream adventure. Yeah, I will look it up. It does sound interesting. Um, and that's kind of what I remembered with even just the normal Pokemon games. It's like you play a single adventure, but then you can battle other players and trade your Pokemon with them or something. If I'm correct, I'm really not that familiar with Pokemon games, so I might be wrong. Ooh, I did one too many, but that's okay. I think 11 is not gonna get you any more points. Now maybe my healing spells will.
Warm greetings, Ant-Man.
not fizzle most of the
My
time.
pleasure.
That could be amazing. Yeah, have some brandy. Just give him a bunch of liquor. Perfect. Fortify speed. Yeah, I don't need that. Shock resistance. I don't really know if I need all these because I have now I have a spell and a weapon that restores fatigue. I'm just gonna sell them. Vintage brandy. That's worth a lot of money. $500. Okay, I'm trying to scam him way too hard there. Also, if you activate the online feature, you can access a server that lets you get. Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah, that seems like the thing to do. I was doing that. Ah, I can rest here. As a member. I'm starving. Whoops, maybe I should eat first. I'm fasting. Okay, I'm choosing to do it. Damn, exhausted. Rest for 9 hours. Get your sleep. Perfect. Oh, cool. Wait, so is this an actual game or is it like a fan-made thing? The Melon DC or Melon DS? Excuse me. I get it. It's like a DS, like the DS game. I never owned a DS. Remember, I was jealous of my friends who had DS games or who had a DS. I would always see them playing Twilight Princess and thought it was so cool. I've also, well, I have played a Zelda game. I've played the Minish Cap.
Well, hello there.
Oh, look at all those repair prongs. That's an old one, but I've never played a Zelda game. I thought that would be fun too, because I feel like I love games inspired by Zelda. Heck yeah. I don't mind that. Just keep these repair hammers down here. Come and use them here and there. Ooh, you got $2,000. Yeah, you can take. I could. No, I shouldn't sell that one. I see. I see. So you're playing Pokemon games. It's not a fan-made Pokemon game. So wow, $17,000. Big money. Here, just take one of these, I guess. And I'll just buy out your repair hammers, I guess. I could buy back the Storm Helm. That feels a little silly, like buying back something that you sold to the same guy and then reselling it to him. I don't really want to do that. Unless I want it. Yeah, this is fine. I'll take the $600 loss. Taking you for every penny you're worth. Hell yeah. Okay. Just gonna drop these here. Belmore is sort of my base of operations here. Actually gonna go to my real base quick though and drop some stuff off. My Corona Mundi, as I've decided to call it. Center of the world. This planet is cool. I kind of forget what this planet is in the lore. Is it a moon? I know there's multiple moons in. I think it's a moon, like the moon lattice. It's the. The Khajiits have a name for it. But I think if there's also being multiple moons. But I only see the one. It's red. Want to go there? This is the most convenient location to access. This is so convenient. You have to use like 5 levitation spells. It's worth it though. It's worth it. This is the spot up here. Yes. The mount. Oh god. I'm stuck in the tent. Let me just pack it up. Put it back down here. Kind of an awkward spot for the tent anyways. It's kind of floating. That's okay. Home sweet home. Amazing. This is where I'm going to collect the 36 sermons of Vivek. Got a deposit. It's sermon 27 here. And I've written down the location of most of the other ones I found. Or I guess every one I found. There's a few other things I could set down, I suppose, just to save on carry weight. I should sell a bunch of scrolls too. Those are just carrying me down. Also, yeah, the Pilgrim's Lantern. That was such an unusual find. Just a lantern with infinite durability. This is a really interesting item too. Have you heard of this item? Brooklyn, the Bitter Cup. You can drink it, and it lowers your worst stat 20 points, but raises your best stat. It's not very good in the sense that it only raises, like, my strength is at 96, so it would just raise it to 100, and then I'd just be losing points because my luck would go down to 20. But it's a neat item. Very neat. Oh my god, look at all that money. Each throwing star is worth $2,000. Oh my god, I feel like I'm breaking the economy. Do I need to be carrying this? Because I have Restore Fatigue, but I also just have a spell. I mean, the thing is, this uses mana. This doesn't. But I could put this on a ring. I feel like maybe that's what I should do. Because that's 16 pounds. Yeah, I'm going to put it down for now. It's a cool sword, though. This is also way too heavy. This is physical assets. It's just money in sword form. Scrap metal. Was I leaving scrap metal here? Maybe I think I was leaving scrap metal by the fast travel point. So I'm collecting scrap metal. Oh no, there's one there. I'm going to actually move it down to the fast travel point so it's easier to access. So I need to get 4 scrap metal. These I can still sell. They're not that heavy. Anything in the backpack? Not really, honestly. I mean, the bellows are kind of heavy. I feel like I don't really use them that much. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't seem that useful. If it was the opposite, if it lowered your best stat, raised your worst stat, oh yeah, that'd be great. But yeah, it just doesn't seem that effective unless you were doing a really specific build. But it was like interesting find. It was just a random up in Sheagorad, like a temple taken over by undead. Kind of fun just to find some unique items like that. Okay, I'm off to Narmak. I always mix those two up. To the main quest. Main quest time. It's been a moment since I've done the main quest. Yes, so I was going to set the scrap metal down over here. Cool. Okay, take me to... I mean, does it just make sense to walk here? No, that's a ways off. I think I'll just go to Aldrune and then fast travel to Narmak.
We make a special trip just for you.
I love Aldrune. It's my favorite city so far. And you just can go to... Or you can't. I guess because it's a coastal town. But I think what I can do, if I really want to fast travel there, go to Nisus. I know I can definitely get there if they're cool, so I'm going to do that.
We make a special trip just for you. Say low.
So we can take the boat. Which I can also take the boat to Solstheim, which I believe is DLC. So I'm not going to do that yet, but I'm really interested in Solstheim because I'm familiar with Solstheim, unlike the rest of Morrowind from playing the Skyrim DLC. I mean, I think it's probably pretty different, but
Ah, friend, how does the day greet you?
terrible. Reynold the Pike. I don't like Reynold the Pike. He's annoying. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Ilunibi Caverns, which is where the Sixth House has like a secret operation, and there's some half beast creature who's the boss of it, I guess, or something. So they call the old sea cave up in the north end of the island, right on Cartag Point. Don't poke around in there. It's a convenient smuggler's hole, and they may not welcome visitors. Excuse me. More than smugglers, I'd say. Yep, that's on the western coast, not far from here. It's a gigantic boulder. Some of the orcs consider it a landmark. Why, I don't know. Some orc or another jumped off on a dare. It didn't end well. Yeah, don't go boulder jumping where you don't know that there's a big pool of water beneath. That's safe. I bet you couldn't throw a stone around here without hitting a smuggler. Now, no one here would think of trying to cheat the Emperor of his taxes. No, very loyal citizens. Oh, I'm sure. I feel like you'd think the other coast would. Well, the other coast, I guess, is bordered by more Morrowind, but like I feel like this coast would not be a good smuggler's coast because the Empire's over here. But I guess they would be then because everyone's coming from the Empire to smuggle. You'd think that, I don't know, like the Emperor's ships would be patrolling the waters or something. Okay, my memory is
I can do for you, Outlander.
western coast not far from here. Oh, right there, Cartag Point. I thought it was going to be down here, in that area I haven't explored, but I wonder if I've been here already. Tis possible. Is that the boulder? Maybe that's the boulder. No. Ilinibi, Carcass of the Saint. Here we are. I feel like that's the big boulder. This boulder is not that big. Just saying. Whoa. This is a different looking dungeon. at that. I guess it's just water. It looks deep, though. Yeah, red candles. It's cult stuff. This is 6th house. Definitely. I'm just going to briefly reread the quest here, just so I'm back in the mind of what I was doing. It's been a moment. 6th house base, yeah. So there's a 6th house priest named Dagat Gares. And people are getting infected with corpus disease from coming here, which apparently, if I am the Nerevar, I am immune to corpus disease. And apparently, yeah, Dagat Gares, the priest, is a half-man creature. So he's like half-beast. Killed all the patrol, but sent one survivor out with messages about awakened sleepers and Lord Dagat there. Yeah, okay. I have done, yeah, I've been doing a wide variety of guild quests. I've done a good chunk of the Mages Guild quest lines. I mean, there's kind of different parts of the quest lines in different cities. Yeah, I'm really into the Mages Guild stuff. I think that's super interesting. I'm very excited to complete Trebonius's quest to solve the mystery of the dwarves. I thought that was really funny. And at first I was like, oh, it's a joke. And I think it is a joke. But the fact that it's in your quest book is interesting. Like, because that's one of the main things I'm curious about. No, I don't think I finished any of them. I mean, I finished a lot of quests in the Mages Guild and the Thieves Guild. I've also done quite a few in... Like, I think I finished the Balmora Mages Guild. And maybe also the Balmora Thieves Guild. But then there's the Aldrune Thieves Guild and stuff. And then I've done the Fighters Guild. The Fighters Guild is interesting because some of the branches of the Fighters Guild seem to be not really the Fighters Guild. You're more working for the Kimona Tong, the Morrowind Thieves Guild. Like, the new leader of the Fighters Guild is basically just in the pockets of the underworld and is getting bribed. And so you're sort of like, oh, go kill this guy. And then I'm kind of like, well, why am I killing this guy? You know, it feels like maybe I shouldn't. So I'm waiting on the Fighters Guild. I'm hoping I can find, like, some way to take down that whole operation. That would be a lot of fun. I joined the Tribunal Temple. I have one more pilgrimage to make in the Puzzle Canal, which I haven't figured out yet. I was trying to figure that out the other day. I'm gonna wait because I feel like, I mean, I figured out most of the puzzle. Like, you have to go underwater, and then the clouds disappear. But I feel like you have to raise the water level somehow. I don't know. Maybe not. I'm just gonna wait on it, and either I'll have the brainwave or I'll learn more information, or somehow maybe a quest later will take me there. And then I've been doing Redoran. I joined House Redoran because they're cool. They live in a giant crab. So I've been doing stuff with them. Yeah, I don't like the Kimono Time. They do seem really evil. I mean, like, I totally understand the Dunmer people's kind of hatred of, well, not all of them, not total hatred, but it's kind of common for them to hate outsiders. Like, I get that because outsiders just came in and, like, took over their land, basically. But the Komodo Tong are just nasty. Dreamer, what's up? You're in combat. You don't seem to be very... Okay. There you go. Now you're in combat. Ooh, yummy corpus meat. Tasty, tasty. House Veteran is the only good house. I agree. I think they seem like noble warriors. They're awesome. I like Ethan Serethi, the Hope of the Redoran. He's a cool character. And I think I wanted to join when I was starting. I wanted to join House Telvanni because I thought I was being a mage, so it'd be cool to like join the mage's house. But it seems like you can't join Telvanni if you're in the Mages Guild, which makes sense that they're rival institutions. And House Telvanni, they do seem a bit maniacal and not nice, which that's okay. I can deal with some crazy wizards. Yeah, I don't want to know any like new information about stuff that. Oh, you took a while to fall over. These guys are creepy. Creepy designs. The Fighters Guild. Yeah, I know not all Fighters Guilds are corrupt because there's the old Fighters Guild leader who told me about the corruption, and I kind of already figured it out a little bit, but so I'm kind of trying to work for him, but yeah. And then House Lalu, I don't know. They seem kind of like they suck up to the Empire. And they seem like they're more prone to corruption. They're all about money. Damn, this guy's tough. Okay, Ash Sorcerer. That was scary. So 2 ways, 2 paths here. I guess since I'm here, I'll take this path. Marowak's Spine. Okay. It's a little creepy, but sure. Let's check out the spine. I have, I believe. I mean, I've spoken to the leader in Balmora, and I decided not to join House Lalu, basically. Oh, look at your outfit. Wow, you look quite wild. It's a cool outfit. Dremora, Kate Kindreave. Oh, because she's like a Dremora mage. I've never seen a Dremora mage before, but I think she has the painted face. No. She looks a little different. And then I've spoken to the Lalu in Vivek too. So yeah, I mean, I've basically explored everywhere in Vivek. Corpus Weepings. Yuck. Oh, they're freaky. They're like... That looks like a rough disease, man. I don't want to get corpus disease. I just got a blight disease. Yay. Well, I do have one more... No, I have 2 more cure blight disease. I'm tempted to wait, but... Whatever. I can make more. I have script jelly and ash salts. Okay, so that way is to a new area, I think. I'm gonna heal up. But I'm really interested to see how all the guild quests and everything pans out. I'm super. I mean, there's so much content in this game, especially with the Tamriel rebuilt, which I'm also really excited to do because I think there's more. I mean, some of the guilds have referred me to like a thieves guild enclave in one of the cities and on the mainland, so I'm sure there's even more quests there. And like I said, I don't know if I'm going to do every quest of the mod, but I definitely want to check out some of it. Oh my god. Whoa. Oh my god, I didn't save. I was spacing. Oh well, that's okay. Whoops-a-daisy. That's way back. Wow, I really didn't save. I usually save, but I guess I was... not paying attention. Well, shucks. Damn, that shit did a lot of damage. That's where I need some like defensive spell to cast. I will make that sometime. Well, okay, shit. That was before I dropped all my stuff off. What I'll do, instead of climbing up the mountain again, I'll just drop it off over here. I do want to briefly just sell my stuff again. No, I already sold to you.
I must say, I find you more interesting.
Warm greetings, I think. Care to peruse my spell?
No, I don't want to know anything. I don't even care. I don't want a warning. I don't want if stuff happens, I don't want to know anything at all. Basically, any information that I don't have about the game, I don't want to know. Even if it seems like not a spoiler to you, it's a spoiler to me. Like, you could tell me that, for instance, someone told me, this is a perfect example of what I mean by a spoiler. Like, someone told me that how the chop slash thrust on a weapon works. And you think that wouldn't be a spoiler, like that's just basic mechanics, but to me that's a spoiler. Like, I would rather have figured that out myself. Like, this is a chop, this is a slash, this is a thrust. Whoops, sorry, Weaver. No, Weaver, I'm sorry. He'll forgive me. So I just don't want to know anything, which I know is, I don't know, maybe different than most streamers, but so even if you think that it's not a spoiler, just I don't want to know new information. And I agree with that. But I think kind of makes sense because I feel like even any information about something can like either, like, for me, it like sets my expectations kind of for what's going to happen instead of just letting it happen. Or it makes something like that I could figure out and have this cool moment where I could be like, oh, I get what this chop slash thrust means. Like, now that moment will never happen, which is not a big deal, but he's okay. Okay, dropping that off. These can go in here. That can go. I think that was most of it. Oh, yeah, I was gonna take the bellows out too. Wait, I also want to sell. Oh, Twitch terms of service. Well, that maybe is different. Yeah, I guess sometimes there are some things in this game that are pretty like, I don't know. Sometimes I felt like uncomfortable reading some of the stuff, which I'm sure you know what I mean, since being familiar with this game. I don't know. And I haven't felt like it's done in like a really totally untasteful way, but it can get like, a bit uncomfortable sometimes. So I guess in that sense, that's okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Welcome, friend. The day is yours.
I feel like I'm also not really popular enough where Twitch is gonna totally freak out at me if there's like a brief accidental, I don't know, depending on what it is, I guess. Now I'm like, what the hell is it? But But I did speak to that guy, and I don't know. Maybe I'll go back there sometime, but maybe not. Maybe I don't need to. Yeah, Morrowind's an interesting game where it is a very like. There's parts of the elements of it that are a lot darker than other Elder Scrolls games and a lot of other games in general. Like the slavery stuff, for instance, is really like it sucks how big a part of that it is in the game, but it's also kind of, I don't know, like that is a real thing that happens in our world. It's awful, like a real awful thing that happens. So it's an uncomfortable topic, but I don't know. I feel like it doesn't glorify it, so I think it's done in a somewhat tasteful way. But I don't know. Yeah, it's an old game, so there's some stuff that I'm like, what the hell? Like, why are they going on about this? The rat, yeah, Weaver. He's from that. I think you were watching that session. It was the mod. I didn't realize it was a mod, but it was that whole lamp quest, that puzzle dungeon that I was stuck in for like 5 hours. I loved that. That was so fun. Honestly, that might have been my favorite part of the game so far, which I get it's a mod, it wasn't the game itself, but that was just so much fun. It was maybe just because it was so different from everything else. You were like suddenly thrust into this library that you're stuck in. I don't know. It was, and then the Daedric Prince Mephala comes in. Yeah, a great mod. It's called The Lamp. Would recommend. The whole second part to it too was really interesting. Because that whole endless library was just the first half, and your reward, you don't. The only reward is you get Weaver, and you can actually. I kind of forget you can store stuff with him. He's great. He has like unique dialogue too. Sometimes at different locations, he'll like talk about the location you're in. Honestly, the only companion I really want, because the other companions, I know I just get stuck behind them. Like, I don't want to get stuck. So I probably won't travel with other people. This is different than, like, in Skyrim, I'd almost always have a companion. I don't know if you've done much Skyrim modding, but there's this great Skyrim companion mod called, well, what's his name? Inigo? He's a Khajiit. I can't believe I'm forgetting his name. He was like, he's the best, but it's just a really well done mod with like a great, really interesting dynamic companion with like unique dialogue for every situation. He's super funny. Because a lot of the Skyrim companions are pretty flat. The only one I can think of that has depth to her is Serana, the vampire lady from Dawnguard. And Cicero. Oh, Cicero is great too. I love Cicero. Crazy Cicero from the Dark Brotherhood questline. He was the best. So I think I also had a mod where you could have more than one companion. So I'd have Cicero, Serana, and the Khajiit guy. We just go adventuring. It's a blast. God, these eyeless elves. What a great design. Freaky. Oh, here comes the spooky sixth house music. Dang, Weaver, fuck that clan fear up. Weaver's not bad either. He does some serious damage. This place has cool atmosphere. I love the red candles. See some ash statues scattered around here. That'd be perfect. Yeah, I'll take more ash salts. That's good. You can make the disease potions. Stay away, you diseased zombie. I don't need your TB. Keep your TB away from me. Neurodivergently accepting all your information. No, that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. I tend to blither blather sometimes in ways that don't maybe always make the most sense, but that's okay. Have you played Skyrim or only the older games? Out of curiosity. I'll keep taking these glass swords are worth so much money. Oof. You can hear the flies buzzing around this fellow. Rip. Rest in peace. Because that leads to the spine, so that leads back to that other area that I died at, and I've been saving now, so. Oh, okay, so you're not as familiar. Yeah, okay. For some reason, I just assumed. I don't know. I guess it's just. I feel like a lot of people play Skyrim and then go back and play Morrowind, but it seems like you're just a lot more into this game, which I get that. This game is like back when I first played Skyrim in 2012, I loved it. I mean, I thought it was the coolest thing ever, but that's because it was like the first open world game I played. And there really is a lot that Morrowind has that's just missing from Skyrim, I think. Oh my god, okay, I forget how crazy that guy is. It's kind of funny sometimes how the enemies go from being paper mache to melting your health bar. Yeah, yeah. I would. One thing I didn't pay any attention to when I first played Skyrim was the lore, and I think now I would read all the books if I played it again because the lore is really cool. I've gotten a lot more into it since playing this game. I also feel like the lore in this game is just incredible. I mean, some of the books you can read are just really interesting and well written. The lore for Elder Scrolls is so out there too, which I love. It's not generic fantasy lore. Okay. What's the move with this? Little, he looks like one of the. There's a guy in Star Wars who looks like him. He kind of has like a long proboscis nose. He's on Mos Eisley. I think he plays. Or I don't think he plays in the band, but he's in the scene where they're in the bar at Mos Eisley, and it's just panning, and you get to see all the different aliens. There's one that looks just like this fellow. Okay, Alice, time to go. I need some meat. Get him. Yeah, the Dark Brotherhood quest that's one of my favorite quests in Skyrim. I really love that one. That's where Cicero pops in, the jester character who's super unhinged. Okay. Dang, he's really strong. Even I have heard of Starwind. It's just Morrowind Star Wars. Because well, I kind of think of it because I sort of think of Morrowind and the game Knights of the Old Republic in the same vein a little bit. I know they're made on similar times and they both have the dice roll combat. And I've played probably 2 hours of Knights of the Old Republic. And I think I would enjoy it a lot more now. But Starwind sounds really cool. I mean, it's a fully fledged Star Wars conversion with like a whole quest and everything, right? Like that seems super cool. Maybe the stamina regen isn't that good. I should maybe get that sword back. Whoops. Is this Magicka 20? Yeah, let's do that. That sounds excellent, actually. This is a serious enemy. This sorcerer here. He seems to have like high dodge chance too. There we go. Got him. Ooh. And Ash Ghoul. He's freaky. I think he's similar to those other faceless elves, but he's got like a little... Is that a maggot or something? I wish I could get a good look at that. Yeah, there's like a maggot spilling out of his face. Yikes. Okay, where is this gonna go? To the spine. Yeah, I'll go back to the spine. I know there's another area in the marrow that I missed, but I'll check it out again. So I think this should lead back to the beginning, right? The blackened heart, yeah. Well, I think. Was that the beginning? Yeah, you go from like these little dreamers, crazy dreamer cultists, naked with clubs, to the melt your health in 2 seconds, Ash Sorcerer. You gotta keep your toes on. Oh, he's a plague doctor, is he? I didn't get a good look. Next one I kill, I'm gonna get a good look at it. That makes sense too, like a plague doctor mask. They kind of look like the face, because there's some of the Ash zombies that have no face. Oh, yikes. You look scary. Epic. Ash Slave. No. Bone Lord. It's a Bone Lord. Oh, yikes. Are you just a normal Flame Atronach or one of the scary ones? Normal. Okay. There are some really scary... yeah, these guys. Ash Skirmishers. I was saying there's some really scary alternate stronger versions of the Flame Atronachs. Actually, this might be the beginning here. So maybe the Blackened Heart. Yeah, correct. Carcass of the Saint. So the Blackened Heart was probably progress. Carcass of the Saint was where I started. Just gonna sleep. Take a little rest in the cult den. You know what? Maybe these guys, they just need to get mourned. They're called the House Unmourned. Maybe all they need is someone to feel bad for them. Because I think they did kind of get screwed over. That's my thought. My thought is that Dagothur got screwed over with the sixth house, like the tribunal. Did some tricks to make themselves gods, and then Dagothur got the short end of the stick. Because they said Dagothur, I think somewhere. Oh, you can hear me again. I think my mic might have died. Let me test that out. Hello? Let me test that out. But I was just saying, I think Dagothur got screwed over by the tribunal. I believe I heard somewhere that he was a lieutenant to the Nerevar. And so my thought was that when the tribunal became gods, they maybe screwed over the sixth house, and Dagothur, who got the short end of the stick, and somehow ended up being trapped in Red Mountain for eternity. There's totally more to it as well. Oh, you hear double. Wait, let me fix that. There we go. Sometimes my mic dies, and so I switch my mic, but I guess it didn't die. It should just be one now. Let me know if it still sounds bad. Okay, so now this should take you to the Blackened Heart, right? Yes. But before I go there, I'm just gonna check out this other path, because I think there's one more path in here I hadn't been to. I've been there. What was this way? Just a campfire. Just roasting some marshmallows, having a little barbecue. They're into the ambient light. I get it. I get it. And then this should lead all the way back to the split. Yep. And then this way, was this just a campfire? Okay. Cool. I get it. So there's kind of two sides to the path, and then it all feeds out into the Blackened Heart. I guess if it's the heart, that would make sense that that's the end. Yes. To the heart. No, not there. It's interesting how this place Ilinibi is referenced as like a body. Like with the heart, the marrow, the spine. Kind of freaky. Just like the corpse of some ancient god turned into stone. You have a funny looking face. Okie dokie. Got a Bone Lord over there. Oh god, there's a Flag Doctor. Run. Okay, I don't want to go that way. Get him. Maybe I can just... Epic. That's the way to do it. Gave Weaver a little whack too, but that's okay. He's a pack rat. He's happy. He's chill. It was an accident. That was the entrance. Okay. Deeper and deeper. Whoa. Okay. Got an elemental. No, let me up here. Oh, terrible timing. Okay. That was so close. Oh my gosh. Look at his face. He kind of looks like a monkey. Monkey. Or like he has one of those funny haircuts, a pompadour. Going with the Josuke look. I think there was another way to go. Yeah, I could have gone left here as well. Oh, nope. Dodge that. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Stay down. Oh, I'm over encumbered. Oh, I got diseased. Did that cure it? Yeah. Nice. Okay. Not much going on over there, it seems like. This feels like an important path with the braziers here. Fire. Soul's rattle. So we went through the heart and now into the soul. It's the rabbit technique. Jump over them, whack them from above. Oh god. The paralysis. I should just make a bunch of cure paralysis potions, because you can drink potions while you're paralyzed. I think I figured that out. And paralysis can just ruin you sometimes. If an enemy paralyzes you, then, oh, well, you're stuck for like 15 seconds. 3 ways. This way looks like nothing. No hidden paths. Secrets. No secrets. Oh god. One of those. No, Weaver! Did I kill him? Well, I don't know. He'll come back. He's always come back. I'm sorry, Weaver. Oh God. I didn't mean to. It was I saw red. No, Weaver. Oh God. He's a Daedric creature. He'll come back totally. I feel like I've killed him or lost him 20 times already. He always comes back. Oh God, that looks scary over there.
And Lord Dagon is it.
The sixth house has risen.
Oh shit, here he is. Dagoth Garis.
The sixth house greets you, Lord Nerevar, or Starborn Lucian, as you call yourself. I am known as Dagoth Garis, priest of Ilunibi Shrine and minister to the sixth house servants. My lord Dagoth has informed me of your coming. I wish that this time you had come to honor your lord's friendship, not to betray it. Yeah, because the Dagoth in my dreams have been speaking to me and acts friendly. He doesn't seem to be hostile at all. Dagoth is the awakened lord of the sixth house, come to cast down false gods, drive foreigners from the land, and restore the ancient glory of Morrowind. And in all honesty, I kind of can understand all of that. Like, yeah, the tribunal, they may well be false gods. I think the people of Morrowind have a good reason to be very angry at the foreigners who are invading their land. It's like I understand. I do get it. I think it's too much. It's not the way to do it, but I do get it. He bids you come to Red Mountain for the friendship and honor that you once shared. He would grant you counsel and power, if only you had pledged that friendship anew. Right, because the Nerevar was once... Dagoth was apparently once the lieutenant of the Nerevar. So he's speaking to me like I am the old Nerevar reincarnated. Like we're renewing a friendship. Interesting. The path to Red Mountain is long and filled with danger. But if you are worthy, you will find their wisdom, a firm friend, and all the power you need to set the world aright. Interesting. This is just a small, quiet retreat for sixth house servants, a place to contemplate and go strong and wise in Lord Dagoth's ways. Here we share the sacraments of flesh and blood and dream the dreams of our Lord. This and other lesser shrines are hidden from prying eyes throughout the land. But the greatest shrines of the sixth house servants lie beneath Red Mountain, in the citadel of its lord and his close kin. I don't know if I want to join in your sacraments of flesh and blood, though. Sacraments of flesh. All that, the corpus disease don't look fun. I don't want to lose my face. Lord Dagoth gives me these words to say to you, so you may give them thought. Once we were friends and brothers, Lord Nerevar, in peace and in war. Yet beneath Red Mountain you struck me down as I guarded the treasure you bound me by oath to defend. The Numidium? The God Machine? Maybe. But remembering our old friendship, I would forgive you and raise you high in my service. So Dagoth claims that the Nerevar struck him down as he was guarding the treasure that the Nerevar bound him to defend. My lord Dagoth bids you come to Red Mountain. For the friendship and honor that you once shared, he would grant you counsel and power if only you... Yeah, okay. I am not your Lord Dagoth, yet I too would say to you, do you come with weapons to strike me down? Or would you put away your weapon and join me in friendship? Oh, I can make a decision here? The sixth house was not dead, but only sleeping. Now it wakes from its long dream, and with its lord Dagoth it comes forth to free Morrowind of foreign rulers and divine pretenders. When the land is swept clean of false friends and greedy thieves, the children of Veloth will build anew a garden of plenty in this blighted wasteland. Forgive the rude welcome, but until you have declared for us, we must treat you as our enemy. The sleepers and dreamers are newly come to Lord Dagoth and not blessed with his power, but the children of his flesh. They are deep in the heart of his mysteries. The bodies swell to contain his glory and to yield the rich sacraments of our Lord's feasts. I don't know if I want my body to swell to contain his glory, but maybe it's just a perspective thing. Maybe when you're within Dagoth or his glory, you want your flesh to expand in lesions and pustules. Oh, you're good. No worries. Did you? How was the burger? Was it everything you hoped for? So their bodies swell to contain his glory and to yield the rich sacraments of our Lord's feasts. What are they feasting on? Amazing. Yeah, I haven't made a burger in a while. It sounds good. And we are the least of his servants, for ash poets, ascended sleepers, and ash vampires stand high above us in the Lord's bountiful grace. So they got poets too. I want to hear Dagoth poetry. Or Sixth South poetry, I guess. If it's anything like Vivek's poetry, I'll be happy. Yeah, I mean, I like Vivek. I like his sermons a lot. I haven't met him yet, but I don't want to know if he is like actually a god or not. But I guess I figured out that he became a god. But is he a real god or is he just? I mean, he has power. He has genuine power. So then he is a god in a sense. I don't know. I don't know, but I do like Vivek. I do feel like there's something tricky about how he did it. My current running theory is that I know that the dwarves created this machine to create their own god or to like become gods themselves or something. And I think that has something to do with why they all died. Like it was too powerful. You know, they went too deep into all that. Like they were breaking reality with the machine, the new medium, making new rules. And so my thought, and don't confirm if this is true or not, my theory is that maybe the tribunal used that thing's power to give themselves divinity. But I do agree that even though maybe there is some tricky falseness with it, and it seems like Vivek may have betrayed the Nerevar. Maybe not, though. I don't know. It's confusing. But I do like him. He's interesting. And he doesn't seem tyrannical necessarily. I mean, the dissident priests. Yeah, I don't even want to read. I'm not gonna read that because I'm too afraid of spoilers regarding that stuff. That's like I'm so interested in it. I don't. I just want to figure it out. But yeah, Vivek is really interesting, and he also seems to. I mean, in his sermons, one of the main things that he talks about is that he should be removed. There's like he claims that what does he say? He's something like very cryptically saying that he's at the center and the center cannot hold. I know, it's just to me it's a spoiler because I don't know, I'm weird. I'm sorry. It's okay, it's not a big deal, like I bet.
It's a spoiler in the sense that it's like, even though it's just your understanding, it's I don't know. I'd rather just like make my own conclusions, kind of. But in Vivek's religion, he talks a lot about there's like a potential that's yet to be reached. So it makes me seem like in some ways he supports the Nerevar coming in to like become the true sort of figure of prophecy, but at the same time he suppresses the Nerevarine prophecies and the distant priests. Because the distant priests claim that he is a false god and there's some tricky shenanigans going on, which makes sense considering that Vivek is the anticipation of Mephala, who Mephala, the Daedic Prince, is like. Yeah, I guess what I'm reading, I mean that makes sense what you're saying. Like he's not a fallen god. He's a yeah. He can't be a Daedric Prince, but he has the same power. Like he actually does have divine power. But he was anticipated by Mephala, whose sphere of influence is over like secret plots. So it makes sense that part of Vivek, there's an aspect of him that is also scheming. But okay, I'll stop speculating deeply into the lore for now. Lord Dagoth would rather have you as a friend than an enemy, but until you submit to him, 6 house servants will treat you as an enemy and try to destroy you. If you wish to be our friend, first you must go to Lord Dagoth in the citadel on Red Mountain and make your submission. Okay. We were just chatting, man. Okay. You haven't even given me a chance to. God damn, those guys are cracked. Okay. Okay, let's try that again. I don't think I'm too far back this time, no. Here's Johnny. Coming in with the axe. That's pretty interesting. So I wonder if there's multiple endings to the main quest then. You could side with Dagoth. So I think in my head it was always like, oh, you take him down, but damn. Those sorcerers are no joke. No joke. Chop. Okay. There's different enemies. That's so interesting. So like the enemies in here were random, apparently. Because he wasn't there before, for sure. Yeah, and now the Flame Atronach isn't there. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Yep, 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 yep. Jesus Christ. Okay. Restore health. There we go. I have Grave Knock. Wither. It's a little different, I guess. Yeah, Weaver, tank him. No, Weaver. Ah, okay. With his dying breath, Dagethgar smiles and curses you. Even as my master wills, you shall come to him in his flesh and of his flesh. Well, we got each other. Yeah, I'll be more open to discuss like the lore after I beat the game, because then I won't care about spoilers. But I don't want to accidentally spoil myself on something that I care about. When I beat the game, then we can go nuts with speculations and stuff. Oh God, who is this? Crocodile Man. Oh, he's gonna kill me. Oh boy. Barely alive. Okay. Out of town. Awesome. Wither, let me cure that quick. Cool. Okay. New plan. Let's try the Force Bolt Ring. It doesn't seem to work very well on the sorcerers, though. Where is he? He's gone. Look at that. That's an ash statue. Oh, there he is. Yeah, this is him. So this is what they mean by half man, half beast. He's got the maggot plague doctor mask. Freaky. Okay, he's paused. He's paused. Hit the pause button. No, not the power. Summon axe. Hey, there we go. Woohoo. That was a tough dungeon, actually. There's some scary enemies. Oh, look at this room. Yeah, such a friendly cult. Such a little chill thing to join. I'm kind of curious just to join them, even if just to like play a double agent, and pretend to be Dagothar's friend just to learn more about what's going on. Oh, Dagothar, hear these words. This is the perfect spot. I'm also gonna have a little bite to eat here. Munch up some scuttle by this lovely statue. So we got a sixth house amulet. That looks cool. I can put it on for a second here. And a message from him, Dagother himself. What does he have to say? Lord Nervar Induril, High Risdania, my lord, friend, and companion. Once we were friends and brothers, Lord Nervar, in peace and in war.
No houseman ever served you better or more faithfully. Yeah, he was Nerevar's lieutenant. Much that I did was at your command, at great cost to myself and my honor. Yet beneath Red Mountain you struck me down as I guarded the treasure you bound me by oath to defend. It was a cruel blow and a bitter betrayal to be felled by your hand. But, remembering our old friendship, I would forgive you and raise you high in my service. The sixth house was not dead, but only sleeping. Now we wake from our long dream, coming forth to free Morrowind of foreign rulers and divine pretenders. Yep. It's kind of the same thing that the dude said. It's nice that they give you these notes, just because that's important information. Yep. Respectful servant, loyal friend. Vorwin Dagoth. Dagother. Huh. So that's his real name, Lord Vorwin Dagoth. Yeah, so I think the sixth house was done. They had a wrong done to them. Because one of the predictions in the Seven Visions prophecy is that I will honor. He honors blood of the tribe unmourned. He eats their sin and is reborn. So I think part of it is going to be honoring the house unmourned. Like they were never mourned. Something terrible happened to them. And they were kind of just swept under the rug. Like I think they probably have good reason to be angry. Would be my guess. Armor's hammer. Yeah. Sure, I'll take a scroll. Silver staff. Part of me feels like these pillars, they look interactable, but I don't think they are. I like these patterns, they remind me of Southeast Asian bronze work. Very pretty. Ooh, and we got some bells. Okay, this feels like a puzzle. Yo, a 6,000 bell hammer. 75 pounds. Why is it so heavy? Can you whack the bells? Maybe you could just tap them. What is this? Some just little altar. It's kind of an awesome hammer. Has that same, I guess that's just the sixth house style. Yes, down with the sickness. Hey, glass boots. I'll take that. Armor rating. I mean, it's less armor rating, but eventually I'm tempted to try light armor sometimes just because you move so much faster. When my heavy armor skill maxes out, I'll switch to a different type of armor probably. What's it at right now? 73, so it's getting up there. Neat looking amulet too. Wish I could zoom in. Oh well. My Optifine for Morrowind. Where's the zoom button? Okay, I'm so convinced that there's some sort of puzzle with the bell. It's kind of a good weapon. It does 50 damage, and I have no skill in blunt weapons. Like, that's gotta be good, right? That weighs way too much, though. I'll keep it. It's a good curio, a good collector's item. Um, is there any information on these pillars that I could glean that could help me figure out an order to play the bells in?
Boom, 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 boom. Hmm. I mean, they wouldn't make interactable bells if it wasn't a puzzle, right? Oh, I have the corpus disease. Oh, great. That curse just gave me the disease. Okay. Have to report to the spy master. Race Apulia, right? Because she was in Fort Buckmouth. Huh. I mean, I don't really see. All of this just looks identical. Hmm. 6 for the sixth house. Okay. You play some good music on these bells. Hmm. So there's 6 pillars. I don't see how that would help. Look, it's a hexagon. Where's my little arrow? I gotta start spinning around. The lines are coming to get you. Having PTSD in a super hexagon. Hmm. Huh. Look, there's even like a, something over here. That looks like a path. My guess is you play a certain pattern on the bells, it opens up a secret passageway. You get over here. Oh no, I'm not down with. Well, my character was down with the sickness. Oh yeah, yeah. I literally am down with the sickness, my character. Yeah, yikes. I feel like that's just gonna get worse and worse. The Nerevar are supposed to be immune to the corpus disease too. I guess eventually I will be, maybe. No, I got the TB. Incurable, apparently. Okay, I'm gonna one more look at this. I just don't feel like there's any information right now. To know an order of the bells to play? I mean, beautiful sounds. Hmm. I've got the bell hammer. This doesn't ring the bells. No. And does the bell hammer itself have like a clue on it? No. I don't know. Maybe I'll come back. I'll write it down in my notebook. These just look like they're all identical. This side looks slightly less lit. Like this side looks lit up. This side doesn't. It's very subtle though. I think I'm just seeing things. I mean, no, this side, but that's because there's no candle. Oh, wait, look at this, look at this. Some of them have candles, some of them don't. Does that mean anything? Candles, candles, candles. But these two don't have candles. So there's four that don't have, there's four that have candles. So I should hit the fourth one? Then did the candles switch? Or maybe they change based on what I do here. Hmm. I don't think they're changing. But that feels intentional. Why would only some of them have candles? Maybe it's saying I need to do. These two feel like they're at the same level, but it could be like 1, 3. Whoopsie daisy. Like the order could be from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I should hit 1, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay, try 1, 2, 4, 5. Nothing. Or it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could be that too. So we could go 2, 3, 4, 6. Try that. Two, three, four, six. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would make sense, really. Hmm. I'm down with the sickness for puzzles that might not exist. Like it feels so intentional they would put only some candles. What if it's 1? So wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 5. What if you just have to hit 1, 5? What if you have to hit them 3 times for 3 candles? I'm almost done over, but I feel like I'm not getting anywhere with this one. But so 2, 3, 4, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's even 6 braziers. We really got the 6 motif going on. Any clues from this? If I wear the 6th house amulet, I can see it. Is it under the armor? Say they don't show up. It's kind of a bad amulet. Let's make my personality shitty. But like, I guess it makes sense. You rave about the dreamers and Dagothar waking up. It's a way to put out fires. Should get an ice spell. One, two, three, four. Okay, I give up. I am so convinced that there's something there. But I don't know. I don't know right now. Honestly, I could recall. Where is Fort Buckmoth? Yeah, I'm gonna recall. I think that's gonna be faster. Whee. No, you missed me raving at the bells.
Why walk when you can ride?
Okay. Ash Storm from the Red Mountain. Yeah, I'll keep that on the back burner. There's some weird stuff in this game. Like there's this place, Bal Isra. It's a mirage. It's a city that. Oh, okay, you were here for that. But it's a city that you look at and you can see it from a distance, and then you go close to it and it disappears. She asked me to like escort her to Ghost Gate. I guess Ghost Gate isn't that far away. I could have done that, but I normally say yes to people, but I was just like lazy at the time. Oh yeah, my blunt weapon skill is non-existent. Come on. There we go. There's Buckmoth. There's totally a puzzle there, though. I mean, maybe not, but they wouldn't put interactable bells with like that, especially that you could see there's that blocked off chamber that showed there was like more of the cave. So I'll come back there sometime. Hopefully there's more information sometime, or maybe I just missed it. Hello. You're the spy master, right? Okay, so any help you can give us in finding and cleaning out Sixth House bases would be greatly appreciated. So I wonder if I could go up to, because I did find a Sixth House base. I think it was here in Kogorum. I wonder if I could go up there, clear it, and come back, and she'd reward me. Who was the spy master, though? Um, maybe I just talk to Caius Casadas again. Yeah, why don't we do that? I guess he is the spy master.
I don't wish to catch whatever you
I have acquired the TB, guys. It's over. You have the corpus disease. It's a rare disease that usually drives victims mad and causes terrible deformed growths in the body. I don't know how much about it. I'll check my informants and see how to cure it. In the meantime, we can discuss your orders. He doesn't seem too worried. Are these my next orders? Yeah, okay. Go to Telfir and get that corpus disease cured. Then hurry back. I think I know how to get the lost prophecies Nibbana Mesa asked for. So Telfir Devaith's Fear's Tower is southwest of Sadrith Mora on an island on the southwestern edge of Zafirble Bay. Here, let me mark it on your map. There's a dock, but no burnt sever, so I must water walk or swim from Sadrith Mora. Use the guild guide service at the Balmora Mages Guild to reach Sadrith Mora. At Sadrith Mora, find Wolverine Hall, Fighters Guild, and ask the scout Sondra Narathi for detailed directions to Telfir. And remember, Telvanni wizards don't use stairs in their towers, so bring levitation potions. Sir, yes, sir. Can do. Intelligence. I don't think any of those are intelligence. Well, okay. I kind of love Cascadas. He's just always here, shirtless in his room, pretending to be a drunk.
catch whatever you
He never leaves. Do you do any actual spying? I mean, he probably does. He seems updated on everything that's going on. He's got his own network. Well, hey, that was pretty good. Ooh, now I've got two puzzles that are stumping me. That's okay. Well, it's late. I think I gotta go to bed. But I'm excited to go east. Everything leads east now, it seems like. So Telfir is there. Yeah, so Sadrith Mora is it's on an island in an archipelago. It's pretty cool. I also wonder if I could just go to the Red Mountain and talk to Dagother and join him or something. Like, just say, fuck the main quest. I don't care about becoming the Nerevar. I want to join Dagother. Help him take over the world. Okay. Yeah, thanks everyone for watching. That was some solid main quest progress. I hope you have a lovely night, Brooklyn. Or day, whatever time it is, wherever you are. That's one cool thing about streaming, because even though it's like the middle of the night for me, like someone else across the world watching could like it could be 2 p.m. or something. Well, I'll see everybody next time. Adios.